Hey crafters, this is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today I'm sharing a simple and elegant thank you card using the Notes of Spring stamp set. This stamp set is the product of the month for March. Yes, today's the last day. If you're watching this video live, let me know in the chat box or in the comments that you can hear me, or if you can hear me. Okay, here we go. Hi, Janet, and you can hear me okay? And Dale, how are you? Terry and Bonnie, perfect. Okay, so here is the product that we're going to be using tonight. As I said in the introduction, we're using the Notes of Spring stamp set. This is the product of the month for March. The last time I checked, it was still available, and yesterday's the last day, but I just got it in literally. But it's so cute. So here's the thing, as long as it's not sold out, if it's still available in April, you can still get it. So note, we're using the Notes of Spring stamp set, which is currently available. We're also using the Scalloped Blooms Dies. Let me start that over. Scalloped Blooms Dies. This will be available on May 5th. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order it now. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. We're using the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper. We're using this pattern right here. 2 sets of Stampin' Blend markers, Crumb Cake, and then the ivory and bronze, but we're only using the ivory. I am using the 2-inch circle punch, and our embellishments tonight are the pearlized faceted circles and linen thread. So we're also using, you know, all the other tools and what have you, but these are the items, the main items we're using tonight. I love them. I wish we had more animals like that in the catalog. So again, here's the card that we're making. I call this really a simple, quick, get her done card. Now let me show you what inspired me to make this card, since lately I've been making cards because I'm not ready to tackle boxes yet. It's kind of an all-day thing when I make a box. So the card that inspired me was one that I received a few weeks ago from Lisa. So this was the card that Lisa sent me, and of course I told you guys I loved it. So I'm not the best at doing the little twirly linen thread behind my images, and I wasn't real sure about having multiple images on here. So I wanted to use a little bit of current product and a little bit of product that's coming ahead or in the future, right? So I just put my own spin on the card that Lisa sent me, and this is my card. I did use the thick basic white cardstock. Hey Cliffy. So I used the thick basic white cardstock for the card base, and I also used it for this layer as well. If you have not tried the thick basic white cardstock, you have got to try it. It's so fabulous. Now I did use the regular basic white for my stamping of the deer and the greeting. Okay, so here's all the supplies, and let me put, well, before I put the measurements on the screen, let me show you the live prizes for tonight. I almost forgot these, didn't I? I'm going to post the link to that real quick, and I will pin it. Where's my keyboard? Hold on. Copy. Okay, so here's the link for the live prizes. And then hi Vicky. I love it You are welcome to case my card, which is copy and share everything. For those of you that don't know what casing means, that's copy and share. Okay, let me pin that link really quick. If y'all hear a lawnmower in the background, that would be my husband. Oh, goodness gracious. It's asking me to verify that this is me. Holy smokes. I may not be able to pin that comment. If it asks me for my password, I will not be able to remember that thing. You have to make your password so complicated that no one can guess it. Which means then you have to look it up every single time, right? Am I there? Did I verify? Y'all might have to do the old-fashioned way. You might have to go to one of my older videos. I'm actually geez, oh Pete's. Take me to my channel and then click on the video. All 125 of y'all that are on YouTube, bear with me. I'm so sorry. It's just not working. I don't know if it's the internet. It's the platform I'm on. So the platform that I'm using is called Ecamm. They did have a major update today. I did not download it. I decided to wait until next week. And maybe I'll do a test later this week to see if it will work. But there was no way I was going to download the brand new download or the brand new update that was just literally today. Yeah, just a few hours ago. Okay. It's asking me to verify that I'm me. I'm live right now. Of course I'm me. Well, phooey. I don't know what to tell you guys. I know y'all want the link. It's in the chat box. But grr. There always has to be issues, right? The problem is that the link, like people want the link to be at the very top of the chat box and it's in the body. Yeah, it's in the body. I'm trying to pin it to the top, but it's not working. It's asking me to verify that I'm me. Let me see if I can try it with Google. Let me try it over here. Hold on. Give me one more second, and then I'm just going to move on. I know y'all like the easy button, but sometimes the easy button does not work. Okay. It worked on Google, so maybe it's a Safari thing. I should have switched over sooner, right? Okay. It's at the top now if you're on YouTube. Okay. Now, let me show you the prizes. Okay. I'm giving away 4 prizes tonight. I'm feeling generous, okay? 4. So, option number A, and you have to be present to win, and we'll do this at the end. Option A is the In Color Shimmer Gems. Option B is this Thanks a Bunch stamp set. Option C is a chick stand, which is a paper piercer stand, or take your pick holder. Option D, and I have 2 of these, but I'm giving away 4 prizes, okay? This is just a sample of the Scenic Coast paper that will not be available until May. It's only 6 6x6 sheets. I have 2 of them just in case 2 people want them, but it's only 6 pieces of paper that measure 6x6. But I know a lot of you guys like new product. Option E is the Party Dots, and option F is fragrant, oh, I have a hard time saying that, flowers. This is a retired stamp set that is slightly gently used, but it's free if somebody wants it. And it's only slightly used. The only one I used was hello. That thanks is a really nice thanks. Okay, so now let's make our card. Any questions before we get started? Hello. Yes, hello to everyone that is just now arriving. I'm glad you guys are here. This is the card that we're making. So we're using some current Stampin' Up product and one item that will be available in May. Just to give you guys a little, I don't know, what can I say? This is my most favorite product that's coming available. I love scallops. Remember what I said on Friday? Somebody gave me grief one time about using scallops. Okay, thick basic white cardstock. It measures, oh, let me put the measurements on the screen for y'all. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. I'll make this smaller so that it doesn't consume the entire thing, okay? So 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. And I'm just going to fold that over. Did I score it properly? It looks like it's a little crooked. Is it? Maybe not. The next layer is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And we're actually not going to attach that yet. This is for our stamping, and then of course this is that scallop circle. These were cut out with the Scalloped Blooms Dies. And then here's our designer series paper. So let's go ahead and stamp. Now I'm going to use the new ink pad, even though it's not available till May, because someone said the other day that they still cannot get their ink pad to open. I kid you not, it's that simple. Don't try to open it from the top. It will not come off. You just have to open it from the side, and it's really not hard, okay? And you can either ink it up this way, whoops. You can ink it up this way, or you can do it upside down. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the greeting. Where is the greeting? If I've lost the greeting, I will cry. There it is. No, I won't cry. I'm being dramatic. I had my nails done today, and Chewy and I were talking about that we're both dramatic people. Isn't that the beautiful little greeting? A little note of thanks. How is everyone dealing with the new stamp packaging? Brent, is that Brent? Mary Catherine. I'm not dealing with it very well at all, to be honest. You guys know I'm always going to tell you the truth, whether it's good or bad or ugly. I don't like it, and I'm sorry, because I always say, if you can't say something nice, then don't say nothing at all, right? But I'm really struggling, and I don't want to have to jump through hoops to make something work. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because everything I have in my room is Stampin' Storage. Everything I built this room around Stampin' Storage units. So Mary Catherine, if you find something, let me know, because I'm not really liking anything that I've seen out there so far. Yeah. What are the dies again? The dies are called Scalloped Blooms Dies. And these will be available on May 5th. Yeah. They are so, so fabulous. Yeah. And the stamp set is Notes of Spring. Okay. So I'm going to take, like I said in the beginning, I'm using the ivory, and then I'm using crumb cake. So I'm going to start with the dark crumb cake, and I'm going to zoom in while I color. Whoops, I don't want to zoom me in. Wait, I'm supposed to be over here. I want to zoom in this one. I'm going to zoom in while I'm coloring. Somebody remind me to zoom back out. Okay, so I'm going to use my dark crumb cake first. So tomorrow is April Fool's Day, right? Isn't it? Is it tomorrow? Yes. And I'm just going to say, I love jokes and I love to laugh, but I do not like April Fool's Day. I have been gotten way too many times and I don't like it. I don't mind laughing with you, but I don't like being laughed at. Does that make sense? So I'm going to make myself a sign to make sure that nobody gets me tomorrow. My sister, my baby sister, got me a couple times really bad. And my daddy's gotten me several times too. I don't ever do it to anybody because when you fall victim to it, I don't know. I just have never really wanted to. I've never wanted to do it. So, anywho. Are y'all one that likes to? So did my ink smear? Maybe it did. You know? And I just told everybody the other day that it didn't, that it doesn't. But it did this time. So, I don't know. Yeah. That's not good. Yeah. We're ahead of time. We're not going to be late tonight because it's a card. We're not making a box. So I'm going to stamp this image in Memento ink. The other day when I used the hybrid ink with the blends, it did not have any issues at all. Just now, it did. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll hold it up in a minute and let you see it. So that is a little disappointing. Yeah, so it really bled, right? Is that what it's called? So I'm going to take my teeny tiny trimmer. I'm going to cut the greeting out. That's the first time that it's done that. And I don't, maybe it is our weather. I don't know. Our weather's so cray-cray. Okay. I think it's the same way for everybody, right? Okay, so there's, will the black ink pad be available tomorrow or not until May? Not until May. Yeah, May. Okay, let's start all over again. So for those of you that, what was I saying? I'm reading comments and talking at the same time. I should not do that. Okay, so Cliffy says she can't figure out why she can't hear me. The rest of y'all can hear me, right? So I'm starting all over because the hybrid ink, some other people had said they were having issues. I had not had any issues, but just now I did. Now we are expected to have, I think the rain's supposed to start tonight. But I don't know if humidity has anything to do with it, right? I don't know. Okay, I'm done with the dark. And then now I'm going to use the light. Let it dry a little longer. You know, I thought I had let it dry adequate time. I thought all of my chit chat was a good wait time, but maybe not. We'll have to try it again. So cute. Yeah, we'll try it again. So you guys know I will let you know what I find out. So maybe we'll try again next week. Now, another thing I'm using, and not that you can see it, but in person you can see it. I'm going to take the white gel pen and I'm going to color this in and make it even whiter. You can't really see it on camera, but you can see it in person. Maybe you can see it. I guess I forgot to have that in the on my tray, didn't I? Okay, so now I'm going to take my snips. Oh, I could have used my heat tool on it. You're right. But I can tell you this, a lot of people are not going to want to use their heat tool a lot of people don't even have electricity where they're stamping, right? Or they have limited. Oh, we were talking about the packaging. I've seen a couple of people's videos. Well, I'm not doing a very good job with fussy cutting. Maybe I should stop talking and fussy cut and then start talking again. I've seen a couple people's suggestions. I just haven't found anything that floats my boat. Or that's going to work for my room. I mean, that's the key, is that when you design your whole room around a certain packaging, I don't have the option of bringing in other shelves or other furniture. This room is what it is. So, I don't know. I'm trying to not think about it right now. And of course, I'm going to have to address it sooner or later because everything's going to the new packaging. I'm fussy cutting. Now you can I'm doing a terrible job of fussy cutting. I should have done this before I went live. You can make a bigger circle and not fussy cut. Just stamp the deer on the circle. But I really like the 2-inch circle. Ugh, my vision's blurring. There we go. Okay. Not the best job, but it's going on top of a circle, so you'll never know, right? You won't even notice because it's on white. So we have all of our pieces, so now we can assemble. Joan says she puts hers in cases. So now we're going to attach this layer to this one with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I've got my dimensional booklet here. And I'm going to put one on each corner and one in the middle. It is supposed to replace it, so maybe I didn't let it dry long enough, or I don't know. Yeah, it's supposed to replace our other ink. Okay, there's that one. And now I don't want to attach that yet. I want to, oh no. Okay. It didn't go too far. I was like, usually when things fall on the floor, I can't find them. They like completely go into La La Land, but it didn't go far. I'm going to put 2 mini dimensionals on the greeting. And I'm going to attach the greeting first because then that helps me to figure out where to place the other layers. Okay. Now this is going to go up here and this here. Oh, let's go ahead and attach. Here's my It's hard for me to see. Like normally I stand up and craft so I can see where I'm putting it. Okay, there we go. And then now this goes in the middle. I'm centering that as well. And then I'm just gonna use my, sometimes I pop this layer up, but I don't know, I just decided not to this time. And then now we have linen thread. So what I'm gonna do is place this on my paper piercer. And I'm gonna get 2 pieces. Hi, Shirley. I am feeling better. Thank you. Yep, I'm feeling better. Not normal, but better. Much better. Yep. Okay, so I've got the 2 pieces. I didn't zoom back out, did I? I knew I was going to forget that. Oh, goodness. I knew I was going to forget, but hopefully y'all were able to see everything, right? I need to add a little sticky note in front of me that says, zoom out, zoom out. I need a flashing sign that says, zoom out. Okay, and then I'm just going to add that with a mini glue dot. Is there anybody here that has never attended a live video before? I forget to ask that question sometimes. Wait, let me make this just a little bit smaller. Let me trim the ends just a little bit. Okay. And then the last step is the embellishments. These are so pretty. So I'm going to use 5 of them. I am not doing bingo again, sadly. I will not be I will not be doing any bulk cutting again in the future. I just had cervical spine surgery, and it is safe to say that I will never be doing all of that major cutting again. My body is too spent for that. I wish I could. I will always miss doing those, and I'll miss the assembly line work because I love it. It was great for binge watching shows and everything. Just work, work, work. Assemble, assemble, assemble. But nope, this body will not be able to handle it again. In fact, I need people to do my cutting. Right? Yeah. I wish I could, but no. Okay, so how do they compare? But thank you for asking. I feel bad that I can't, but no, this body is spent. I have lots of good memories, good stories to share of all the people that have helped me through the years. And man, have I shipped a lot of packets and stuff. But the only way I could do bingo is if we just sat and talked and gave prizes. But no more packets. No paper shares, no ribbon shares, sadly. Okay, so let me recap the products that we used again really quickly before we move on to the next segment. So we used the Notes of Spring stamp set and the Scalloped Blooms Dies. This is available now. This is the product of the month for March. And then this is available in May 5th with the new catalog. I used the 2-inch circle punch. Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper. This is the pattern. I think earlier I said that's the pattern. It's actually this is the pattern. We used the Crumb Cake blends and the Ivory blend. The white gel pen. And some miscellaneous tools. Yeah, it's not even the energy loss for me. I have lots of energy still. Well, kind of, sort of. But it's that my neck, arms, and shoulder cannot handle it. Okay, let me go over the winner for last week for our prize. Where is it? Oh, it's right in front of me. I don't have to look back. So last week, the Chick Candy was these 4 ink pads, and our winner was Frankie 52061. So you were the winner for the 4 ink pads this week. So I just need your mail and address to ship it to you. And then this week, I don't even know. Do I even have the image? I may not have it. I might have to get it. Grr. Let me show you the product of the month for April. So that's the product of the month for tomorrow. It's the Scalloped Blooms Dies. Look at this die. Oh, I can't wait to get it. Okay, and then I'm looking. Let me see if I can pull up the okay, I got 2 images on top of each other. Sorry about that. So this is our next Chick Candy. And the way that you enter to win is when this video is over, you just leave a comment. And I will announce the winner next Tuesday. So it's the all zipped up stamp set, brand new stamp set, and the all zipped up dies. They're both brand new, never touched. I don't remember which catalog they were in, but they have since retired. But I never got a chance to use them, so I'm going to give them away to someone. Now that that's done, let's do the live prizes, and then I'll answer some questions at the very end. So you have about 30 seconds to get your name in for the live prizes. And we're going to recap those really quickly. Oh, wait, I got one more thing to share with y'all. I decided to do another thing. I have a lot of product in this house, and I'm going to start pulling one product that I'm going to offer as a special. They're all going to be retired, probably, sort of. I don't know. We'll see. This is the first one. So I pulled this stamp set and the dies. They're brand new, never been touched. The dies are really fabulous. Look at these 3 different hearts. The like the sun, the circle. So spring corners, stamp set, spring corners, dies. I have this on my website. I'm calling it my special of the day. It's $25 with free shipping. So you get the dies and the stamp set for $25. Now I'm going to show you really quickly how to get to that, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. Now if you're on a mobile device, it's a little bit different to get to it, but let me know if you need help. I only have one of these, so whoever decides to get it, it's a one and done, right? Okay, can y'all see my screen? Hopefully you can see my screen. Hold on. I don't really know if you can see my screen. Can y'all see my screen? I think you can. I can already tell the platform is a little buggy. I'm gonna have to download the new. Okay, enough talk. Right here, Chick Shop. I'm talking to myself, by the way. And then you're gonna click on Retired Stamp Sets. Right here, Spring Corners Bundle, $25. Okay, so there it is. Whoever wants it, that includes everything on my Chick Shop. It all is, the price that you see it is for shipping. So for example, if you look at one of these stamp sets and it says $7, did you know that that cost me $6 to mail it? You're basically getting it for $1. Anywho, okay. So let me stop sharing my screen. And what I'm going to do now is go pull all the entries for the live prizes. Yeah, I'm going to go pull the names. I'm going to go pull the names for the live drawing. Okay, so what do? I'm going to pull up the entries. I got to turn off the form, pull up the entries. So give me about 30 seconds or a minute. I'll tell you how many entries we have also. We have 138 entries tonight, okay? And I'm just going to copy them real quick and then I will share my screen. And y'all have to tell me what you think about the special of the day. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out ways to make it easy on myself, but also start to purge. And that was just something Chase called me the other day, and we were kind of trying to brainstorm ways for me to de-stash, right? Okay, so I've got everybody's name copied, and then I'm going to share my screen real quick. Whoa, they look teeny tiny. Okay, share screen. Let me turn the volume up. Normally I can see that my screen is being shared, but I cannot see it now. Can somebody tell me in the chat box, can you see my screen? Because I honestly, normally the software shows me that my screen is being shared. I can't see it. Thank you. Hey, Jeannie, you won a few weeks ago, and I sent you an email saying just give me your address and I would send you an embellishment. Here's your name still, right? Okay, y'all can see the screen. Perfect. Okay, here we go then. I'm going to draw the winner. Let me find my Post-it notes. Here they are. Winner number 1. Congrats, Joyce. You have 3 minutes to let me know which prize you would like. Let me move this over and I will recap the prizes again now. So let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, there you are. Okay, so option A is the Shimmer Gems. C is the Chick Stand. E, so just tell me which letter. D, B, F. You like my card in the center? Thank you. I just all of a sudden came up with that today. Congrats, Joyce. So which item would you like? A, let's see, let me put these in order. B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, Joyce, you are the winner. You have like a minute and a half left. Hopefully this is in the screen. Is it in the screen? I could probably zoom out more. How's that? That's better, right? Am I going to be doing the Whimsy workshop with Marissa anymore? Maybe, sorta. I'm hoping. I had to quit last year because of not being able to use my hands, arms, neck, shoulders. So I start physical therapy on Friday. So we're going to see what the doctors say, what they say. I'm not sure about how much movement. Is the chat frozen? I don't think it's frozen, but we're almost at the point where Joyce is not here. Yeah. So Joyce, are you here? If you can't decide and you're here, then let us know you're here because the time is about out. Yeah. In fact, you got a few seconds left. I don't think it's frozen because I see other people's comments coming. Yeah. Your iPad died. That's okay. Okay. Where's Joyce? Yeah. And the time is out. Yeah, and lots of comments are coming through the chat box. So Debbie, I see you're helping me, so thank you for being my helper. 2 Debbies actually are helping. Yeah. Lots of people said congrats. So no, the chat box is working. Okay, so we're going to draw again. Sorry about that. I'm going to share my screen again. And we're going to draw another name. Row. Here we go. Congrats, Cheryl. You have 3 minutes to choose your prize. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And Cheryl is our next winner. Technically our first winner now. And your choices are A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? Cheryl, you have 3 minutes. That's so nice of you guys to say congrats to her. especially when I know some of you guys really want to win, right? Although most of the stuff that I have tonight is retired product. So you are Cheryl and you want the chick stand. You got it. Now, if anybody else wants a chick stand, the other 3 winners, I have lots of chick stands. So I'll leave that in there. Well, no, I'll take it out. But then just remember, if your name is drawn, that's another option. Thank you for responding so quickly. I'm going to turn that back over and I'm going to share my screen again and we're going to draw the next winner. Here we go. Congrats, Elaine. You are the next winner. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And a chick stand is a paper piercer stand. I'm not sharing my screen anymore, right? No, I'm not. Okay. So it holds a paper piercer. It just keeps it on your desk so that it doesn't roll around. It will also hold the take your pick tool, but you need to reuse the same hole because otherwise it'll destroy your chick stand. Yeah, so Elaine, you are the next winner. And my thing, it's hard to, let's see. There we go. Now, thank you. Marianne says she loves her chick stand. So you want the paper. Okay, so that's, I'm going to put DSP on here. Let me turn this back over. Okay, so DSP number 1, because I have 2 of them. So now I'm going to share my screen again and we're going to draw the next winner. Congrats, Judith. You are our 3rd winner. Which item would you like? Peggy says she keeps one chick stand on her desk and the other on her sewing table. Me too. I actually have 2 on my paper crafting. Yes, congrats. So you have A, B, C, D, or E, or F. It's almost like nothing got chosen yet, right? Oops, I forgot to turn the timer over. Congrats, Judith. What was I going to... Oh, you know... Oh, there's something I was going to say and it flew right out the window. I don't know. Oh, I was going to try something. Look, that's the first time I've ever done that. Look, I can highlight a comment and put it on the screen. I've never done that before. Isn't that so awesome? Okay, Judith wants a chick stand too. You got it. I think that's what y'all are saying, right? Okay, perfect. So now we have one more winner that we're going to draw because we got 3 winners. Yep. Okay. One more time. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Come back here. Let me share my screen. I don't know what that's doing. Congrats, Carolyn. Which item would you like? And hopefully she's here. Dawn says you learn something new every day. You mean I learn something new every day? So Eastern girls, you registered for the prizes, but you're not sure if you did it right. I can tell you if you did it right. There's really no right or wrong way to do it as long as you filled out the form, but you can shoot me an email and I can check. Or if you want to post your first name in the chat box, I can look up your name. Yeah. Carolyn? Wait, Carolyn wants a chick stand too? Wait, are y'all serious? I'm looking for it. I'm trying to find it. Carolyn. Okay, why am I not seeing her comment? Okay, let me sort this. I'm almost wondering now if something's wrong with my chat box because I'm not seeing it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Marys that signed up for the live prize. I have 4 Marys that signed up for the prizes. Yeah. She answered right away. Okay, perfect. Chick stand. You got it. Okay, so that's it for the prizes. The rest of these will go back in the pot for next week. And now I'm just going to spend a couple minutes answering any questions that you guys may have. Yeah, before I sign off, because I will not be live again until next Tuesday. And like I said, I have been making cards because it is between doing all the computer work and crafting. It's a lot for my arms, neck, and shoulders. So that's why I've been doing cards, is because to do a box, it's a lot more work. And then doing the box template and everything. So I'm still trying to listen to my doctor, right? So Vicky says 2 questions. What brand is my glass mat? It looks bigger than the Stampin' Up one. And okay, so I don't know, but I'll look. And what is the pink thing on the end of my Take Your Pick tool? This has a funny story to it. This is a hot glue gun finger protector. When it arrived, it would fit a small child's finger. So I looked through the house trying to find something that would stretch it because it was not going to fit on my finger. So it's a hot glue gun finger protector. You know, when you're using the hot glue gun and you're working with the hot glue, that's what that is. So I figured this would stretch it out for me. But then when I put it on there, I was like, oh, I really like that. It gives it a little something extra, right? Yeah. So hot glue gun finger protector on Amazon, like $4. And let me see. I don't know that my mat has a name on it. Oh, it does. Hold on. I got to take a picture of it though, because I can't see it. Hold on. I got to use my iPad to take a picture of it because my other phone keeps wanting me to put my password in it, and I'm not going to. I don't want it to sync to my device. Do y'all ever do that? Do you take a picture of something to zoom in because you can't read the font? You can't see the font? So it's called glassboardstudio.com. I had a friend several years ago. She was like, Angie, you're going to love this. It's white. It's big. Unfortunately, I can't use it in my videos because it's all glare. All the lights up there create unbelievable glare. But it makes a great photo backdrop. But yeah, it's 21 inches. It's big. Yeah. Great questions. I love questions. Okay. Happy Easter. Yes. Happy Easter to everyone. Kim says she has 2 chick stands. She loves them. Yay. Thank you. I love it. Yes, you can call me Ramona. Absolutely. Yep. I actually sell the chick stands over on my website. If you, let me share my, whoops, wait, hold on. Let me pull it up. If you're on my website, let me share my screen now. If you're on my website right here, Chick Stand, it's the very first item. Oh, or wait, actually you can get there 2 places. Chick Stand here, or if you go to Chick Shop, and then right here. So you can buy 1 or 2, or I have people that buy them for their team, so they'll buy more than 1. I didn't even know I still had those there. Do I still have a 3-pack in there? Huh, I do. Didn't even know it. Is that seriously? Yep, it is. Well, those are still available. Okay. Or I'll offer them again next week as live chick candy. Hey, Kathy. Easter blessings. Happy Easter. Yes, the new ink pads will fit in our Stampin' storage. I shared that in my live video on Friday. Yeah. So if you go back and look at my video from Friday, I show how the ink pads fit perfectly in there. So not to worry, they fit fine. Yeah. I only did that just to stretch it out. So Kim said she bought the chick stands for her upline. That was nice. Yes, I will be updating the blends labels. So let me grab those real quick. Let me show everybody. So here's the new colors. And then I probably am going to get this done on Friday, I believe. So all of our new in color blends will have the labels, and they'll be free on my website. He's doing okay. He's not doing as good as he was. In fact, he had to email, or he had to leave a message for the doctor, both of his doctors today, that we've pretty much been up since 3 o'clock this morning. The steroids made him feel better. His second round of steroids. So 1 round of antibiotics, 2 rounds of steroids, and now he's coughing all night long again. It's like no sooner than he lays down, it all starts. So he's doing better than he was, but he's nowhere near normal. Yeah, so hopefully they'll call him in something else. Yeah, because in fact, I finally just got up at like 6 this morning. I'm like, phooey, he's just going to keep coughing, so... He got up at 8. I got up at 6. I'm whispering because I don't want to make him feel bad. He can't help it. You know, when you're sick, you can't help it, right? But he's better than what he was. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all the questions. I think. Yeah, there's a few from, yeah. Okay, well, you guys have a great weekend. A good Easter weekend, right? So would you please please remind me? Oh, I forgot to put that on the thing, didn't I? Ooh. Okay, for those of you that won, I need your address. Thank you for saying something. I completely forgot that. You can email me or you can use that form. So either or works. Yeah, either or works. Email me your mailing address or fill out my form. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should have remembered. Okay, you guys have a great weekend. See you next Tuesday. Bye.